Uh-oh, he's figuring it out. He's figuring it out. Ah, oh, crap, he's figuring it out. A gearhead is born. Ah!
We're on our way to Sonoma Raceway to pick up the little red Pinata. Now, the Pinata is not exactly in road-going condition, and you guys will see what I'm talking about when we get there. We're not gonna spoil it just yet, but we'll go over it later. Yeah, hopefully I don't get pulled over or crash or both, but at the very least it'll provide some proper entertainment value. This is gonna be great. Cows, a lot of cows.
At this point in time, the plan was to get the car from TFB back to the shop, do some basic prep, and take it to the track. I had no idea that I was going to be doing Pikes Peak. I had no idea what condition the cage was in, and I had no idea just what I was going to get myself into, so keep this in mind.
Now the Pinata, little background. Pinata is a 1990 Mazda Miata. That was my first car that I bought with my own money. It's kind of a big deal for me. Bought it for my buddy Justin. At the time, he was not my buddy, didn't even know him. Became friends as I, kept tearing the car apart. And there she is. Let me tell you why it's not exactly a roadworthy. For starters, the seat is not exactly mounted. There's no windshield. The doors, kind of non-existent. They're just fiberglass shells, and the door bars are sitting right next to me. I have not installed them yet. So, we're gonna drive it back. This will be stupid but fun. But also stupid. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, no belts either. To top it all off. This is great. Hello. I bet this is comedy to some of these people. You guys mind if you're in my video? No. Awesome. These are the guys from Works Motorsport. Works is a big name in the Evo community and in the automotive community in general. Just wanted to say hi. This is absolutely stupid, I get it. Awesome. Oh yeah. See you guys later. Fun.
As I mentioned earlier, the car really shouldn't be driven on the road, but has that ever stopped me before? No. We have a whole list of stuff that needs to be done to the car. The quarter panels needs to be cut out. Fiberglass ones are going to be going in. Need to finish welding the cage. Need to spend some time on the seat and make sure it's properly mounted. Need to take care of the wiring that's going to the gauge cluster, since it's a total mess at the time. And also need to put a proper dash in the car. Alignment is suicidal, and one of the brake calipers bites harder than the other. But the good news is, the car has a fresh 1.6, and I freshly rebuilt the suspension. And the fact that it started up on its own deserves a little victory burnout celebration.
I'll take them both. Come here, dogs. Come here.
Just to hear, look, youngsters does get really worried sometimes when they bark and they get a little skittish.
It's okay.
Well, look at you.
Food. A little bit roll around and laugh. The interesting thing is I didn't even bother to check if that GoPro is on there securely, so let's do a quick test to make sure of that.
so they don't think I'm still here?
Sleepy.
Making it work out right after you woke up. All right, let's try this again. This time together, and then I'll hop in. Ready? It's just like that time you made me do push-ups. All right. Ready? Woo! All right. Need a ride back, or are you good? Thanks, sir. All right, let's see if everybody can get in for a selfie.
Oh, he did the video.
Oh God!
I really need to get some ground control going on here. But yeah, nothing crazy. I just rebuilt the entire suspension, that's all. Charlie's here!
How's it going? Oh, great. You got me on there.
Hell yeah, I got you on video.
How's it going, man?
What's up, dude? This here is Charlie. He's a fucking awesome engineer. What's up, dude? Suren.
Brother John.
John, nice to meet you.
What are you doing today on the Miata?
Well, I was gonna fix the exhaust because it was hitting the chassis, and I'll show it to you right here. Pardon the absolute mess. And so originally, ow, the exhaust tip was touching the chassis over there, right? You can actually see the marks where the paint's rubbed off.
Oh, wow.
And if you see with the test pipe in the middle, I have a bunch of flanges just sandwiched in there to extend the entire exhaust, so this works.
Yeah. Shit.
Yes, exactly. But and I was about to just pull those off and just weld a whole new test pipe together. Mm-hmm. Mike saw me doing it, and he's like, "Dude, just grab a torch and
Weld them together?
no, grab a torch, heat this up over here. If your problem is the exhaust touching here, just heat that up and bend it." That's what we got.
It's funny how many different ways you can attack the same situation.
It's getting actually an under tray at some point. I ordered a dash bar for the back and the tow bar from Zarek. Yeah, it's
Tell
good.
my brother.
Is this the 1.6 liter?
Yep.
And it's turbo, I think, just by the intercooler. And...
There's no intercooler on it. It's just a radiator.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
I wish. Well, I have a turbo for it. I has a turbo for the car. I got the turbo from KT Motoring. I used to intern there for a while. It's a TD04 off of a Mitsubishi Rally Yard. Obviously, it's not on the car. But yeah, it's just a stock 1.6 that I'm trying to keep nice and clean and just have fun with it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to break. I'm not going to break any records with this car. I'm just going to go out there and have fun and take some cool pictures.
A few lost commuting to work.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. This is pretty much street legal minus the test pipe.
Tires.
Well, let's not get crazy. We're just talking about emissions here.
And the windshield.
And you mean the lack thereof?
What do you do with the windshield? Like, do you actually drive with a helmet on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I drive without a helmet, which is like an awesome feeling. But the problem is, after a while, you're just like.
Those summer evenings with insects. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's nothing special about this thing, but it is special to me. So.
No, it's special. I like it.
This is one that bothers out of me. That's the welds.
Which one?
Roll bar right here.
Oh yeah.
Roll bar needs to follow this A-pillar up and come down way up further.
Yeah, but
This one. Oh yeah, of course.
Well, yeah,
With both
you
sides
need
are
to.
supposed to match.
Yeah, you need to. And
This was a prefab kit, I'm guessing. It's supposed to fit a Miata. I've never had one come into my shop that actually fit, and then you get this stuff right here. Since they're prefab, they just make it easy as possible for them. But that's a shattered leg right there. Nobody ever stops to think about that stuff. Like, you driving on this thing on the road with this bar in there, if you took a shot to the head on that bar,
Oh yeah.
come now.
That's cool.
Nobody ever stops to think about what your body does in an accident. Like, oh, I got this seat, I got this harness, I got this roll cage, I'm safe. But there's nothing holding your arms and your legs.
Suren, you need to grind every bit of that out.
Grind the extra welds, or?
Yeah. It doesn't look like you got a lot of penetration.
No, it's not even doing anything.
It's like not trying to talk crap.
No. Any bit of advice is more than.
Material. You're not.
Yeah, you're not
actually doing anything here.
You got these like tacked together, but they're not actually welded together.
No.
If that makes sense.
No,
it's like you got bubble gum holding the two together, pretty much. Anything we can do to help you, we will, bud.
But yeah, that's all got to be ground out and redone.
I will say, nice Integra shift knob.
So that's an Integra shift knob.
From the 90s and 93 Integra.
I was like, what the f? Can't recognize that shift knob off of any Miata, but it's so nice. I don't just want to keep it in there.
Yeah.
Who welded that, Ray Charles?
I did. Dude, you guys gotta like wait for me to film you roasting me. That'll be fun. So today it's a slightly different day because finally putting the cage on the Pinata. Oh boy, let's get through all of these cars. These cute car here you got. Hey, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's a nice turbo you got there. That's what's up. Let me open up and get Charlie in.
Oh yes. You went like half Hawaiian, no ham.
I got. Oh, you have to have ham for Hawaiian? Oh. Well. Brand spanking new.
Time will tell.
And I think I brought all the Sawzall blades I had.
Right here. One thing you'll see is a lot of these are actually cold welds. What that means is this bead is just sitting on top and there's no penetration. You didn't melt the base metal around it enough to actually fuse with the added material. So essentially this needs to be put in a little closer. Alright. So I'm just giving you a heads up because that's totally. So I'm not saying I can do any better. I'm just telling you that's like if you go through a welding class, the one thing you want to be able to do is diagnose what is happening.
Fact of the matter remains, you can do it better, Charlie.
No. All right, let's get to.
Let me try that Sawzall. I just want to feel the difference. I haven't actually used it yet. I bought it.
Watch the wings.
Thanks, sir.
What the? You got the right tools. I'm no welding expert.
You're talking to the guy who.
So, essentially what we see on this weld is it's just kind of sitting on top, and it doesn't actually penetrate into either of these here, and you can kind of tell from inside where it's just sitting there, and there's actually no real fusion between those two parts.
Oh, there you go.
So, it's a pretty weak weld because it didn't actually get enough heat into these two base metals. So, from what I recall, the torch was too far away. So, but let's see how brittle it is.
You want to do the honors?
Kinda.
Put some more love into it. Use both hands. I'm going to back away.
Now, our first and second load case failed, so it's up to that. But now we know.
You want me to stand on it? Oh.
I have my earplugs in, so combine that with the fact that I'm deaf and I can only really understand 20% of what you're saying. Oh, it's okay.
So what I'm curious about though is
Easy.
so this is why. Essentially, I gave almost no push on it.
Yeah. And something's telling me that in the crash and the rollover, it's probably a lot more forces acting on it than just a few hits with the hammer and some leverage.
Yeah. Here, this is actually perfect. Let me bring this in the light a little more. So you can see how the weld was just sitting on top. It's almost like it was just dropped on. There wasn't enough heat in the base metal.
Nice.
So you should be able to see that actually penetrate into it, and it should be just one continuous piece.
Well, there you have it, folks. The first episode is at its end. There's a substantial lack of general focus, but I assure you that that's the point. Going over this last clip of Charlie and I chopping up the cage made me realize just how lucky I've been to meet him and so many others throughout this year. The overall focus is that life has no real focus, and that there will be things that will drive our attention away from our goals. And you know what? That's totally okay, considering how short life is. All of life's tangents can teach us a thing or two along the way, and it's best just to make the most out of any given situation. As Charlie says, just because the plan has changed doesn't mean the end goal is any different. The next episode is already in the making, and it is scheduled to be released in the second week of February. In the meantime, we'll keep on wrenching and getting the car ready for the track and for the canyons. Stay tuned for more awesomeness, and feel free to comment with feedback, jokes, or just generally addressing the awesome team that brought you these videos. Thanks for watching.
You have to just basically put yourself in the frame of mind of what gives you something from the earth. Some stuff gonna make you be like, "Ooh, this tastes so good," even without the spices. And then spices are something from the earth that make you say, "Oh my God." So if you have something that stimulates your mind, when it's just more taking you to a higher level, like a high of something. You have to say, this is something from the earth that I wouldn't mind having on deck, per se. Yeah, so we have to float with that. Take a sip.